2020 Minnesota Fighting Vikings do have plenty of opportunities around everywhere, and even though everyone and their mom's talking about the 15-man draft class, here we go, youth movement. There are some younger veterans on the Vikings who could easily break out in 2020. Let's talk about a couple of them today. So, three of them today. Also, we're not counting a Fadi. I feel like he broke out last year, but still a stud. Still absolutely a stud. So, breakout candidate number one for the Vikings. Nose tackle Jaleel Johnson. Ooh, opportunity is knocking. So, with Michael Pierce opting out of the 2020 season due to COVID-19 concerns, Jaleel Johnson could have his time to shine. He's in a contract year, former fourth-round pick out of Iowa 2017. His final season, Iowa City, had 7.5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss his senior season. And it was like everyone's like, oh, here he is. He's going to replace Sharif Floyd. He's going to be an absolute stud. But they have transitioned him a bit to being a nose tackle. Now, 2019, year three, had a career high in snaps, 433. Career high in tackles as well, 29. Pressures, 11, as well as sacks, 3.5. It's like, ooh, I got a little something going here in his junior NFL season. Also, of the existing Vikings defensive tackles, not including Michael Pierce, he does have the most nose tackle experience last season. He played 133 snaps as a true nose tackle, as a zero tech or a one tech. And then also he played randomly 271 at three tech and 26 at defensive end. So, but if he can build on that season, he's going to have massive opportunity. And frankly, I would not be shocked if he enters week one as the Vikings starting nose tackle, because he does have the size to hold up against the run, certainly has a little bit of shimmy in passing down situations, and I think this could be huge for him. I think this absolutely could be a breakout season for Jaleel Johnson, just in time for the Vikings to have to pay him. Just great. There you go. Next up, breakout candidate number two for the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. Linebacker Eric Wilson turns 26 in September. Fourth-year player, former UDFA at Cincinnati. He's playing this year on restricted free agent tender. They put a second-round value on him, so he's making $3.259 million this season. Last year, he had a career-high 444 defensive snaps, where he took over the weak side linebacker job from Ben Gedeon. Also recorded 63 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, as well as a career high 3 sacks. Now, we say he could be a breakout star in that not so much that the Vikings will play their base defense a lot, which they don't, right? The base 4-3, sub package nickel is the new base defense, right? So Eric Kendricks busting out, Anthony Barr still being there, steady, bit up and down. Bit of a disappointing 2019 after getting that monster contract. We talk about Eric Wilson could have more of an opportunity because, say, Anthony Barr ends up missing some games, or Eric Wilson just gets worked more and more into the defense, as maybe they use Anthony Barr as a hand of the dirt defensive end in certain packages, and they have Wilson and Kendricks, the two Erics, at linebacker, which, by the way, Eric and Eric, coverage linebackers, I'll take them against any two in the league. I really will. So Wilson, who, by the way, when Anthony Barr missed a couple games in previous seasons, had filled in at that strong side linebacker spot. Now, didn't turn out great. Did need to add some size, but he certainly has all the instincts to be a great linebacker in this league. He certainly has a coverage skill. So, I mean, it could be a spot because the Vikings could easily get out from under Anthony Barr's contract after 2 seasons with relatively little dead money left on the cap, as well as with cap concerns, the Vikings may need to shed some dead weight somewhere, and that could be Anthony Barr. So with Eric Wilson potentially stepping up, hey, Eric Wilson, and teaming up with Eric Hendricks, the Eric and Eric linebacker duo, let's go. Let's get some. Finally, breakout candidate number 3 for the Vikings 2020, right tackle Brian O'Neill. Now, this is cheating a little bit because I felt like he did break out to a degree last year. Did have a nice sophomore season. The former 2018 second-round pick out of University of Pittsburgh put up a 72.4 PFF pass blocking grade, which was 7th overall in the NFL for right tackles. Also, he's perfectly at home in the primarily outside zone scheme, athletic skills for days. Also, that allowed him to be the 6th highest graded right tackle in terms of run blocking as well. Plus, you have continuity with Dennison, with Kubiak. They're going to run the ball, and you do expect that year 3 he could have a Ryan Ramczyk-esque leap where he does jump into the Pro Bowl, All-Pro conversation, because I think as of right now, you could easily say that he's a top 5 to 7 right tackle in the league. He's only getting better. He's in the perfect scheme for him. Continues to add size and strength, and I think that he does just make a massive leap and has just goes boom in 2020 and becomes one of the best right tackles in the game, potentially an all-pro. And that's it. Those are our 3 breakout candidates for the Vikings in 2020. What are your thoughts and our thoughts? Who do you want to add to the list? Let us know in the comment section below. But until next time, Skull, production value.